Have you ever wondered why you wake up in the middle of the night? It often happens around 3 or 4 in the morning. This experience is very common. When you wake up at this time, you should know what to do. It is not just a random event. There is a deeper reason behind it, which is important. Today, we are going to learn about the spiritual meaning of these awakenings. We will look at each hour from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. and see what it means. Most importantly, we will talk about what you should do next time. When you wake up at these special hours, you have a unique opportunity to connect with God. We will look at this from a science point of view. This will help us see why it is a very powerful time for your personal energy and growth. We will also talk about how you can use this strong energy. You can use it to ask for God's blessings and bring them into your life. Something amazing and magical happens at this time of night. It is a secret that is waiting for you to discover and use for your own good. Before we look at the different hours, let's learn something first. We need to understand why waking up at night is so powerful for our spiritual selves. We will also learn why 3 a.m. is often called the hour of the gods. This time holds a very special meaning in many spiritual traditions around the world. Waking up at night, especially between 3 and 4 in the morning, has a deep meaning. It is important for your energy and your spirit. It's very profound. There is also a very interesting scientific reason for this. From a science view, it is all about our natural sleep cycles that we go through every night. The reason can be found in our sleep cycle. During a phase called REM sleep, our brains become very active. This phase happens late in our sleep schedule. REM sleep usually happens between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning. During this special time, our brain is very active and our dreams are strong. It is a strange thing because we are in a deep sleep. But REM sleep is also one of the times when it is easiest to wake up. If you have ever woken up during this specific time, you were probably in REM sleep. Your brain was very busy with many dreams you had. You might not even remember the dreams you were having when you wake up, but your brain was very close to your subconscious mind at that moment. You should pay close attention because this part is very important. When we wake up suddenly from our REM sleep, our subconscious mind is extremely active and open. This makes it the best time to talk with the Creator. Your mind is open and ready to connect on a much deeper level than usual during the day. Every time you wake up at night, it is like opening a door. This door leads directly to your subconscious mind, a place of deep knowledge and feeling. It is a moment when your mind is more open and receptive. You can think deeply about your life and understand yourself in a new and better way. This is the secret that many people have known for centuries. They would choose to pray or meditate during this special and sacred hour of the night. Did you know that 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. is called the hour of the gods? It's a special time for spiritual connection with higher powers. It is believed that the separation between our world and the spirit world is very thin. This allows for a much stronger and clearer connection with the universe. This thin veil also helps you connect with your higher self. It is a perfect time to feel a deep and meaningful connection with the divine or God. Have you ever felt a special sense of peace or mental clarity then? Waking up at this time can feel very calm. It is not just a coincidence. This is a time when your soul is more open than usual. It becomes ready to receive important messages and spiritual guidance from a much higher power. There is even scientific proof that supports this idea of clarity. Your body's hormones change around this time, which can affect how your mind works when you awaken. Have you ever noticed that your dreams are clearer? You remember them better when you wake up during these early hours. This is because of your hormones. The sleep hormone, melatonin, starts to go down at this time. This decrease in melatonin prepares our bodies for waking up naturally in the morning hours. As your melatonin level drops, your brain goes into a transition state. It is a state that is between being asleep and being fully awake for the day. This creates a perfect window of opportunity for your mind. It's the best time for remembering your dreams and thinking about what those dreams might actually mean. But what does it mean to wake up at a certain hour? Each hour of the night has its own message. It has a special meaning for you. The meaning is connected to how you are feeling emotionally. It is also connected to your mental state and your spiritual state at that particular time in life. Now we know why this moment is so powerful for our spirit. So, it is very important that you pay close attention to the next part. We are now going to explain the meaning behind waking up. We will look at each hour of the night, starting from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. What does it mean if you wake up between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m.? It often suggests that you are dealing with a conflict inside yourself. Your subconscious mind might be trying to show you a fear. It could also be a worry that is coming to the surface and waking you up. You should think about how you have been feeling recently. Is there something that is troubling you on a very deep level? Think about your recent life. Are you dealing with feelings of anger or resentment towards someone? Or do you question the choices you make in your everyday life and feel unsure? Or maybe you just feel stuck between two different options. You are not sure which way to go or which path is the correct one for you. Whatever the reason may be, you now have a magical moment. You can use this powerful energy to ask God about the things that are concerning you. This is a perfect time for deep thinking and introspection. The energy of this specific hour asks you to look deep inside your own heart and mind. It is a chance for you to think about your entire day. You can review your decisions and understand the emotions that you have been feeling lately. Have you been ignoring a problem that you need to solve? Is there a feeling or a worry you have tried to hide from yourself? It will appear now. What if you find yourself waking between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m.? This could be a sign from your body that something is wrong with your health. It may be a signal that something in your body or your mind really needs your attention. This is a time of vulnerability for your physical systems. During this specific hour, your body and your mind are very vulnerable. Any kind of imbalance can show up as a disturbance in your regular sleep pattern. Have you ever found yourself waking up at this hour feeling restless? Or perhaps you feel a general sense of unease. This could be a sign. It could be your body's way of calling you to take action. You may need to address your physical well-being or your emotional health and find balance. In traditional Chinese medicine, this time is connected to the liver. The liver is a very important organ in our bodies for cleaning out all toxins. If you keep waking up during this hour, it might be a sign. It may mean your liver is working too hard or has too many toxins. It can also be a sign of emotional problems you have not solved. Things like anger and resentment are believed to be stored inside the liver. Are you dealing with a lot of stress in your daily life? Or do you struggle with anxiety or other negative emotions? These can affect your sleep. These feelings might be affecting your physical health more than you know. There is a powerful lesson about this in the Bible, in the story of a king. The story is about a king named Hezekiah. One quiet night, the king was lying in his bed. He was very sick and knew he was dying. His heart was very heavy, with a lot of worry and fear. Then, the prophet Isaiah came to his room with some very bad news for him. The prophet told him to put his house in order. He said that the king was going to die and that he would not live much longer. Hezekiah cried and felt a deep pain in his soul. He turned his face towards the wall and then he prayed to God with great feeling. He said, "O Lord, please remember how I have been faithful to you." He prayed with all his heart, asking for a chance to live longer. His words were a desperate cry that went up to heaven. It was a strong request for more time and a petition for God to let him live. God heard his prayer and his desperate appeal for more life. Before the prophet Isaiah left the palace, God gave him a brand new message for Hezekiah. He went back to King Hezekiah and told him the new message. He said that the Lord God had heard his prayer and had seen his tears. God said, I will heal you from your sickness." God promised that in 3 days, the king would be well enough to go to the temple. God also said, "I will add 15 more years to your life." So, against all expectations, the sick King Hezekiah was able to get up from his bed. Waking up between 3 and 4 in the morning is a special gift. If you are lucky enough for this to happen, do not waste the moment. This specific time is when you can be the closest to God. It is a time when the separation between the physical world and the spiritual is thin. It's a time when our subconscious mind is the most active. If you wake up during this hour, you will likely feel a little bit agitated. Remember that this feeling happens for a very specific reason. It is because you are in the deepest part of your REM sleep just before waking. The good thing about this is that you will remember your dream. You will be able to recall the details of your dream very clearly and vividly. That is why you should always try to remember your dream. You should write it down if you can. God may have sent you a message. If God spoke to you while you were asleep in your dream, you can understand it. By writing it down, you can figure out its meaning later. This is your special moment to connect with your inner self. It is a time for you to hear what God really wants to tell you. You should close your eyes and take a very deep breath. Then, you need to open your heart to whatever message or feeling that might come to you. Do you feel that special energy in the air around you? This is your time to pray to God and ask for clarity on your path. You can also use this time to manifest your deepest desires. A powerful example of this can be found in the Bible from the book of Matthew. In the middle of the night, Jesus went into the Garden of Gethsemane. The air was very heavy, and the shadows of the trees felt very long. He knew that a very important and difficult moment was coming soon. His friends, the disciples, were very tired, and they stayed a little bit behind him. Jesus went ahead by himself, feeling the weight of the world. He fell down to his knees, and his face was covered in sweat and blood. This was because of the great anguish that he was feeling inside. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and prayed with an open heart. "My Father," he said, "if it is possible, let this cup pass from me." His voice was broken with the pain that he was feeling so deeply. In that quiet moment, Jesus looked for comfort and for strength. He found it in his close and personal connection with his Father, who is God. He knew that he had to face a terrible betrayal and suffering. But in that deep prayer, he found the clarity that he needed to continue. When he went back to his disciples, he saw they were asleep. They did not know about the internal battle that he was fighting at that moment. You should embrace this awakening when it happens to you. Kneel down quietly next to your bed and let your subconscious mind remain active and open. Waking up between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. is a very good sign. It shows that you are ready in your life for a new beginning. It is the perfect time for you to set your intentions. You can prepare for the day ahead with a clear mind and with positive new energy. During this time before the dawn, the world starts to wake up. Your own mind and your spirit also begin to stir with new life and purpose. Have you ever woken up at this hour feeling a sense of calm? Or maybe you have felt a feeling of renewed energy for the day ahead. This time of day marks the official end of the night. It is the beginning of a new day, which is a symbol of rebirth and renewal. It is a moment that is ready for you to receive inspiration. You can get clarity in your thoughts and find new ideas for your life's path. Maybe there is something in your life that needs a fresh start. It could be a relationship, a job, or just a new way of thinking. You should use this time of peace and focus to your advantage. Set some clear goals and intentions for the new day that is about to begin. You can spend a few minutes meditating or praying for guidance. You could also do some gentle exercises like yoga to wake up your body and mind. The story of Jesus' resurrection is the greatest symbol of a new beginning. This important event happened at this very hour, right at the dawn. This event marked the victory of life over death and darkness. It is also the promise of a new life for everyone who believes in him. On the third day after Jesus was crucified, women went to the tomb. They found that the large stone that covered the entrance had been moved away. An angel, who was shining as bright as lightning, spoke to them. The angel told them not to be afraid, because Jesus was no longer there. The angel said, "He is not here, for he has risen." This event is the very heart of the Christian faith and a symbol of hope. Just as Jesus rose from the dead, we can leave our struggles behind. We can start a new life each day with fresh hope and purpose. Waking up at this hour is a powerful spiritual invitation. It calls you to embrace change and transformation, leaving old worries behind for a new day.